Yo, what is going on, guys? It is FuziTube or Rose here, and today we're going to be doing Saying the N-Word in the Hood Gone Wrong Part 3, not fake. Nah, with all jokes aside, today we're going to be doing my 100 subscriber special, so I want to thank you guys so much for the fucking 100 subs. Like, it really does mean a lot to me. The support recently has been legit insane, so I want to thank each and every single one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. It really does mean a lot. Today I got my first time Juuling story, so let's go ahead and jump right into that shit. Starting 8th grade year, I started smoking cigarettes, and I gotta do like a little disclaimer. Kids, do not smoke cigarettes. We don't smoke. It's not a good idea. Don't vape. Don't do any of that shit. Just stick to playing Call of Duty and Fortnite and shit like that. Started smoking cigarettes here and there, and it wasn't a big deal. Like, I wasn't lung inhaling them. I wasn't doing them because I was stressed out. I just kind of started smoking cigarettes because I thought it was cool, which is really fucking stupid if you think about it, because smoking cigarettes is not cool by any means. Cigarettes give you cancer, and they can cause a lot of other things as well. So don't smoke. But I started smoking cigarettes here and there, and it was just a normal Friday night in 8th grade year, right? I was about to jump in the shower in my restroom, and my brother gets home, and me and my 3 other brothers share this one bathroom, and it has like 2 sinks and a shower. And so right as I'm about to go into this bathroom and take a shower, my brother gets home, and this motherfucker just goes and jumps in the bathroom, right? And I'm like, fuck. So he goes in there, and it takes him like a good 15 minutes. I'm like boredly fucking waiting because I really wanted to take a shower. And after he gets out of there, I go in and I look on the counter, and there's like this weird, like, I really don't remember. I look at the counter and I see this like square looking thing, and it looks like it had like juice in it or something. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And this was before anyone knew what Juuling was. No one knew what Juuling was around this time. The only people that Juuled were like college students around this time. No high schoolers, no middle schoolers, no one fucking Juuled around this time. Like, there was really no one that Juuled. So, I look at this thing, and I add 1 plus 1, and I'm like, oh, it's a fucking vape. So around this time, I didn't know how to lung inhale. I had never lung inhaled anything in my life. Lung inhaling is pretty much where you just hit something, and then you just like breathe it in, and like how like you suck in with your breath, you go like that. That's pretty much what lung inhaling is. If you guys have never lung inhaled in your life, but I didn't know how to lung inhale around this time, so I hit this thing because I figured it was a vape, and guess what? Smoke blew out, and it was a fucking mint flavor. It was actually a very good flavor. I do miss the mint Juul pods. I haven't Juuled in like over like. I think last time I Juuled was over 6 months ago. I think last time I Juuled was like in summer, so it's been like fucking 8 months since I've last Juuled. But it was mint flavor. It tasted pretty good. I was like, what the fuck? This is pretty chill. And I didn't have a vape around this time, so I'm just hitting this thing, and I wasn't getting buzzed because I wasn't lung inhaling it. You really don't get buzzed with Juuls unless you lung inhale them. And I was just fucking messing around with that. I even have a old Snapchat memory of me first hitting this thing, which is pretty fucking funny. It's in my private saved Snapchats, which is pretty fucking funny to think about, that I still have the Snapchat of my first time hitting a Juul. But so I just hit this thing a little bit more, and then I go back into my room, and I'm just hitting this thing for a little bit more in the night, and then it gets to be like 9-10 o'clock, and I go to sleep. Yeah, that's fucking really early, guys, but I went to sleep, and then I was debating to myself. I was like, yo, should I go put this back in the bathroom, or should I keep this for myself? Because he had left it in there, and I was like, he might have just completely forgotten about it. And I was really thinking about keeping it, so I just decided to keep it overnight. I don't know. I fucking really enjoyed hitting it, so I ended up keeping it overnight, right? And like the next morning, it's a Saturday morning, and like I go downstairs to get some water. It's like 11 o'clock, and I see my brother, the brother that went in there and that owns the Juul. And he's like fucking looking around everywhere. He was looking everywhere for his Juul, and I kind of figured, I was like, oh, he's probably looking for this vape. And I did not know what the fuck this thing was. Okay, like I said, I had never Juuled in my life. Juuling wasn't big around this point. This was like a year and a half before Juuling even blew up. So, like I said, it really was like it was really like one of the OG stories. Like, I was an OG Juuler, I guess you could say. But I remember just seeing him look around everywhere for his Juul, and I was like, or I didn't know what it was called, get me not, but he was looking around, and I was like, oh, he's probably lost this is what he's probably looking for, and he can't say anything to mom, and just kept moving around all around. He kept like walking through different rooms and shit, like he was looking for something, but he couldn't say anything about it because you can't fucking go up to your mom and be like, I lost my fucking e-cigarette. She won't help you find it. So, he's looking everywhere for it, and I kind of figured, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go put this back in his car because, I don't want to fucking, it's his, get me not. I didn't want to fucking take it from him, and plus he looked like he was looking for it. So, I went and put it in his fucking car, and yeah, I just fucking ended up putting it back in his car, and then I remember he, like an hour or two later, he went in his car, and then like the rest of the day he stopped, like he wasn't moving around. I didn't see, he just went back up in his room a little bit, and like he wasn't looking anywhere for anything. So I guarantee what he was looking for was his Juul. And it's a funny story to look back on. I really do miss like juuling and vaping and shit like that, but like I just can't do it anymore. I just don't enjoy it as much as I used to. Like, vaping and juuling isn't the same as it used to be for me. Like, I used to vape and juul almost all day long. But, looking back on my 9th grade year, I really can't remember that much about it just because, like I said, like, juuling I used to get buzzed and I would just forget things. So, like, vaping makes it harder for you to remember things. So, looking back on it, I can't really remember that much about my 9th grade year just because I was juuling all of my 9th grade year. And, that's one of the reasons why I quit juuling, just because, like, it really did fuck up my brain a little bit, like, it really did. So, like, I really don't want to be vaping all the time and getting buzzed all the time, because then it kind of fucks up your brain a little bit, and it really. All that being said, guys, I really hope you enjoyed my first time juuling story. It's one of those once in a lifetime stories, and looking back on it now, it's kind of funny because I didn't know what I was doing at that point was gonna blow up in a year and a half. I really didn't know what juuling was. It was just kind of like. This was even before anyone called juuling. Everyone just kind of, the only people that really did the only people that juuled around this time were, fucking college students. And there was a very little amount of people that did it, right? And it's crazy to look back on this memory just because, I could have had a fucking free Juul. But, I did the right thing. I gave my brother his Juul back in the end. And, yeah. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to slap a like on it. If you are new, sub, definitely comment down below and let me know if there's anything you guys want to see on the channel. If you want to see more vape stories, more smoke stories, more girl stories, just whatever you want to see on my channel, comment that shit down below because I would love to do whatever kind of stories you guys want to see. With all that being said, yeah, it's been your boy Trust. Peace out.